Hello, hello, hello to all of you joining this video. My name is Amista, and we're here to just do a little bit of tarot reading and a little bit of chit chat, have a little bit of fun tonight. The first spread that I'm going to start with is going to be what is our best manifestation advice for the next 24 hours. And so be thinking about what is it that you're working on manifesting? What is that? Get your energy into this shuffle. Even if you're not watching live, if you're finding this video later, Spirit is not limited by time or space, so you can still get your energy into this shuffle and see what comes up as best manifesting advice over the next 24 hours. Let's see what we have. See what we have. All right. Using the Druidcraft Tarot today. Really like this tarot. All right, so let's start with the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands says pick up responsibility or take accountability. So it talks about, whatever we want to manifest, let's actually own up to the idea that we want to manifest it. Let's not try to pretend that we don't because that dream is too big or people would laugh at us or whatever. Let's take ownership and take responsibility for whatever it is that we want to manifest. And then the Star card here talks about this idea of looking at what is our purpose? Why do we want to manifest this thing? Let's pay attention to that. That purpose is important. And then we have the Justice card ending our manifestation advice. Justice card is in reverse, though. This says cut off anything that is holding you back or dragging you down. So first, take accountability for what do we want to manifest. Own up to that. Find our purpose. Why do we want to manifest that? And cut out anything that drags us down or holds us back. So we don't want to be paying attention to what people have to say if they have nothing good to say about where we want to be and what we want to accomplish. We want to let that go. If we are doing things just out of habit, spending time working on things just out of habit that have nothing to do with what we manifest, what we want to manifest, time to let that go. So we want to be very conscious and aware of where we're putting our energy and effort, and is that helping us reach that purpose, that manifestation that we're looking for. Okay, so that's our best manifestation advice for the next 24 hours. If there's anybody in the room that would like me to read for them, will you please say hi so that I know you're here, and then we will go from there. Cheryl Ford, good evening, my friend. Thank you for the thumbs up. Nomad, hello, hello, welcome. I'm only seeing one in the room. I'm surprised there's two. Okay, so let's see. Since we've got two in the room, I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 4, and I'm circling it right now. Whoever puts that number down first is going to be the first person I read for tonight. Number between 1 and 4. It would help if you hit send. Right? Okay, well, Cheryl got it straight off the bat with a 3. So we're going to do Cheryl Ford. And of course, Nomad and anybody else here, please look out for a piggyback reading. La da 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 da. How are you guys doing today? Cheryl Ford, piggyback reading. Let's see what we have. Everybody else, be on the lookout for a piggyback reading is what I should say. Cheryl Ford's getting a message from Spirit. Everybody else, look out for a piggyback. Okay, interesting stuff here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. So Cheryl, hey Froggy, welcome, welcome. It's been a day. I've noticed some people are saying that, definitely. Alicia, hello, hello, glad you're here. Okay, so Cheryl, for your situation, you're starting off with the Hermit card. The Hermit card tells me that you spent some time alone, or you are spending some time alone, sort of reorganizing your thoughts, resetting your priorities, looking at what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, allowing that to inform your reset of priorities. And this is covered by the 7 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Cups in reverse is telling me that you're very focused about doing this. This is not something that you are letting your mind wander. You're very focused on figuring out what you need to figure out so that you can reset your priorities. So let's see. How's everybody doing today? Froggy, Alicia, how are you guys doing? Best advice or heads up? Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo. We have the High Priest showing up here first, followed by Lovers. Hello there, Navajo Sage with the Tarot. And I'm glad you're doing great, Cheryl. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Glad you're doing good, Alicia. All right, so this is interesting because the High Priest talks about this idea of getting advice from somebody who would be an expert in the field of whatever this is that you're kind of going in and doing the recluse thing about. So once you've come out with those new priorities, you may want to get advice from somebody about how to actually move forward with those priorities. Lover's card in reverse talks about this idea of that there's a partnership that's no longer working. It's time to pull that partnership apart because it's not actually doing what you need it to do. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this talks about the idea that this partnership that you need to pull apart from is not paying you. Okay. So this could be a financial partnership, could be a business partner or something like that. Could be an employer that's not paying very well. So this talks about the idea that really, once you reset your priorities, I think you're realizing that you have to pull away from some kind of partnership so that you can move forward and so that you can have that pay or that payback from the energy and effort that you're expending. And it looks to me like you even have an expert here who is telling you that this is important and necessary. All right. Definitely been a day, week, and you're true that, Froggy. Chalet, hello, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in the room before, so if you like to catch these live readings, Chalet, remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and turn on notifications in your device or on your device. So, Cheryl, I hope that makes sense for you, my dear. Dorella, good evening. Happy Sunday evening, everybody. It's wind down time. You are quite welcome, my dear. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's see. We have 7 in the room. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 14. Whoever puts that number in the chat first is going to be the next person I read for. Number between 1 and 14. 7 is not it, although I do like that number. 5 is not it. You guys are all going to 7. 10 is not it. 8 is not it. 13, Froggy. Froggy. Okay, Froggy, do you have a question for me today? Or do you want a message from Spirit? Boop-a-da-doo-doo, boop-a-da-doo. Thank you guys for the thumbs ups. Also, don't forget to share this video so that other people who need to hear piggybacks or need to have messages can actually do that live. Message from Spirit for Froggy. All you guys' help getting me out there is greatly appreciated. Do. Thank you, Dorella. All right, so Ms. Kathy, what do we have coming up? Everybody else, look out for a piggyback message. Do. All right, so Kathy, situation Sacred Spirit wants to talk to you about. Remember, this can be past, present, or future. We start off with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which I'm hearing talks about bad timing. There was something that was bad timing, and we have a 5 of Pentacles. The bad timing caused some kind of disappointment, maybe even caused a loss of money. Not necessarily, but definitely we have some kind of disappointment that came about because of some kind of bad timing. Let's see what best advice is around this situation. Interesting. We have the Magician showing up here. Now, the Magician talks about being able to manifest what we really want to manifest, knowing that we have everything we need to do that. And so we see some manifestation happening. What are you manifesting? Well, what we see manifesting is a break, some time away, time to think things through in a more logical way because you want to upgrade your stability and your security in life, whether that is upgrading a relationship or upgrading finances. But you're taking this break because you want to upgrade some stability This is what you're actually manifesting. Like you're thinking, I need to do this. You're actually manifesting this break so that you can upgrade some stability. Why? Because there was something that happened that was bad timing and that was disappointing. So now it's time to just sit back, take that break, and kind of go back to the drawing board. I hope that makes sense for you. If you think so, then there may be still more left to unfold. If it's a future thing, I'm going to say it's going to happen within 2 days. You're welcome. All right, so we've got 8 in the room. I'm picking a number between 1 and 16. Whoever puts that number in the chat first will be the next person that I read for. Number between 1 and 16. Everybody remember, put a thumbs up on this video if you're benefiting from it, and remember to share it out to other people who maybe could use a reading as well. Jennifer Davies, welcome to the room. You got it with that 15. Jennifer Davies. Jennifer, do you have a question for me today, or do you want a message from Spirit? Message from Spirit for Jennifer Davies. Everybody else, be on the lookout for a piggyback message. Ooh. What do we have? What do we have? Ooh, Jen. Stuff has hit the fan or is about to hit the fan. Let's see here. All right, here's your situation. You have the Ten of Swords, which talks about bringing something to an end that has been a long-term source of conflict or tension. Okay, now that's covered by the High Priestess card. This is telling me that you're bringing it to an end just intuitively. Your intuition is telling you that that is necessary right now. Okay, now next we have best advice or heads up. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This is telling me that whatever this was not reciprocal. 4 of Cups in reverse. This says, you know what, I'm not having a pity party over this. I'm just looking at where can I make some time in my life. I'm seeing the positives around this. And the Queen of Cups in reverse tells me that whenever you end this thing, even as it's intuitively guided for you to end this thing, I think that you are having a volcanic emotional explosion when you end this. Are you doing that in front of this person? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you're just coming home and being like, I can't believe that person. Okay. But we have a volcanic emotional explosion after this idea that you're ending something that has not been reciprocal. You're not going to be thinking about, oh, woe is me, woe is me. You're going to be taking some action, maybe some dramatic action to end this situation because your intuition is telling you, I'm worth more than that. Not going to tolerate that. That's what your intuition is telling you. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. All right, so we have 6 people in the room. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 12. Guys, don't forget to put a thumbs up on this video. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I've got my number circled. Whoever puts that in the chat next will be my next person I read for. Jennifer Davies, I cannot see any of your messages because by the time I look down, they're already gone. 12 is not there, or yeah, 12 is not it, 4 is not it, 9 is not it. Number between 1 and 12. 2 is not it. You guys can guess as many times as you want until we get the number. 11, there's Nomad. Okay, Nomad, do you have a question for me today or do you want a message from Spirit? Guys, if you want to get a private reading from me, all you have to do is check out my website. That's in the About section on this channel. I think it's also in the description box. But I do offer private readings. Okay, let's see what your question is, Nomad. Put it in the chat, please. Excuse me. So the private readings that I do are, if you happen to be in the Denver-ish area, we can do those in person. These are also offered online if you don't happen to be local, or on the phone, whatever works best for you. Does Zach want a future with me? Remind me of your name. I want to say you're Desiree, but I'm not sure. Oscar de la Yanta. Hello, hello. Welcome. You're watching on your army base. You're watching a psychic at your army base? That's amazing. I'm ex-Air Force myself for the U.S. Air Force. I haven't been in since, like, gosh, I got out in 94. Okay, so, all right. Ooh, I actually had a memory hit. Look at that. All right, so she wants to know, does Zach want a future with Desiree? Oh, you're using it to learn English. I love it. That's awesome. I would say he's not wanting a future with you yet. I don't know if he will later on or not. We've got you showing up as the Queen of Cups. We've got him showing up as the King of Swords. This is not exactly a matched pair. Now, it is a couple, but it's not a matched pair. And I like to see a matched pair to see, really nice, solid relationship. Excuse me. We do have a Four of Swords coming up in reverse. This talks about some kind of change. This can be a change in geographic location. In this context, it may be more about a change of perspective or a change of the way that they're thinking. And we have our Nine of Wands here, which you can tell that's kind of setting boundaries or sort of, keeping somebody at arm's length type of thing here. And we have the Hermit in reverse. This basically tells me that he's kind of thinking and rethinking. We already sort of saw this with our Four of Swords, that he's thinking things over. He might be having a change of perspective. Looks to me like he's going to be letting you know exactly where he is before long. If he hasn't already let you know where he is with this relationship, he's just trying to figure it out right now, I think. It's one of my favorites too, Oscar, although I really can't really claim a favorite. I've got a lot of decks. You are quite welcome, Nomad. Let's see. How many do we have in? We have 7. Okay, I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 14. Whoever picks that number first is going to be the next person I read for. So do you read cards then, Oscar? You must, huh? 10 is not it. Number between 1 and 14. 13 is not it. 8 is not it. 5 is not it. 14 is not it. 3 is not it. 1 is not it. Number between 1 and 14. 14 is not it. 11 is not it. 2 is not it. 6 is not it. 12. Dorella. Dorella got it with that 12. Okay, Ms. Dorella, do you have a question for me today, or you want a message from Spirit? Oscar, you were just a little too late. Truth there, Froggy. I get piggyback messages in the room too, guys. I know I'm supposed to be the reader, but I get piggyback messages from y'all. Ooh, coming in low for November for Dorella. Let's see what's showing up in November in Dorella's love life, please. What should she expect in love life? Dorella. Quite welcome, quite welcome. Thank you for being a moderator. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so Dorella. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, some funny stuff going on. Someone needs to ask you about their difficult sister. Why are you saying that, Froggy? Do you need to ask me about your difficult sister? All right, let's see. Okay, Dorella, here's what we have. First of all, we're starting off with the Hermit. This is single. Okay? I mean, there's no other way to slice that with the Hermit. This is single. Maybe looking, he's holding up the lantern. You know, this is kind of casually looking too, because look, he's got his bodyguard with him, that fox or that dog, whatever that is. Man, that's the bodyguard. So this is not aggressively looking. This is single, resetting the priorities, figuring out what do I really want. Okay? You're funny, Froggy. All right. You're funny. Okay. Next, Dorella. Okay, so each of these is probably about 5 or 6 days because these are going to be 5 cards for your month of November. Okay, so next, Dorella, we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is all about options. So we have people showing up after you figured out what you really want. Now, we have the Three of Cups coming up in reverse. I feel like you've got a friend around you who is just like, not that one, not that one, that one. Why are you even thinking about getting together with somebody? You've got a friend around and just kind of being annoying about this idea that you have options. Now, the Feralt. As I picked up this card, what I heard is, have you ever heard of too much of a good thing? You may be feeling a little bit exhausted by the options or a little bit overwhelmed by the options. It's throwing you off of balance by the time we get towards, I'm going to say that's around Thanksgiving time. Maybe it's because you have too many invitations to Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know. Then we have the Five of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Five of Pentacles coming up in reverse talks about this idea of easing things up. So you may be, eliminating some of those options so that you have more time for things, more time for the people that you are still talking to. It doesn't necessarily say I'm going down to one. If I had a Two of Coins in reverse, that would say I'm really focusing on one. But this is definitely giving you some more time and kind of helping to decrease some of the overwhelm. So by the end of November, you're going to be, juggling. Not right now, though. Not right away. All right, so that was for Dorella. I hope that makes sense for you. I love that nomad. That's right on the money why I do it. It's to help people have clarity. All right, we've got 5 in the room. I'm picking a number between 1 and 10. Whoever puts that number in the chat first is going to be the next person that I read for. Number between 1 and 10. Thank you, my friend. Nope, 10 is not it. 6 is not it. Number between 1 and 10. And you guys, if you got a card or you got a reading before, you can guess again, and I'll pull another card for you. 4 is not it. Wait, who said 9? That's Nomad. 9. Okay, Nomad got it with the 9. So Nomad, I've already read for you, so you're going to get 1 card. This is what I call a card of the day. This will be something that has happened within the last 24 hours or will happen by this time tomorrow. Boo-ba-da-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, boo-ba-da-doo-doo, boo-ba-da-doo. Nomad. Ooh, look at this. Nomad. This is somebody wanting to even things up with you. I have this card come up whenever I'm getting to do a reading and somebody's paying me for that reading right away. But this can also be somebody trying to even things up in a relationship. It could be somebody returning money that you loaned to them, but somebody is trying to even things up with you. That's for Nomad. All right, so we have how many in the room? We have 7 in the room, 5 in the room. Number between 1 and 10. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Whoever puts that number in the chat first will be the next person I read for. Number between 1 and 10. Usually it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a payback or a payoff. So, I mean, did you piss somebody off? Are they going to pay you back by slashing their tires? Probably not. I didn't get any kind of feeling like that, but usually it's a good thing. Let's see. What number did I pick? 6 is not it. 4 is not it. 7 is not it. 5 is not it. Cheryl Ford takes it away with that 8. Cheryl. Cheryl Ford. Okay, card of the day for you, Miss Cheryl, because I know I read for you earlier. Card of the day for Cheryl. Boop-a-da-doo-doo-doo. Okay, my dear, you have the 9 of Cups showing up in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse is a card in this deck that talks about this idea that, wow, I thought I was going to have something to celebrate, but now I don't actually after all. It's kind of like coming up with holding a sack that has a hole in the bottom of it. So sometimes I've seen it as I have something to celebrate, but nobody can come to the party because they're all working or they're out of town. But I thought I was having a celebration, and actually I am not. That's what that card says. All right, let's see how many in the room. 6, number between 1 and 12. Number between 1 and 12 will be the next person I read for today. Oh, thank you, Dorella. 12 is not it. 11 is not it. You're quite welcome, Cheryl. 6 is not it. 4 is not it. 2 is not it. 12 is not it. 11 is not it. 5 is not it. 8 is not it. 9 is not it. 4 is not it. 1 is not it. Number between 1 and 12. Let's see. 11 is not it. 3 is not it. 6 is not it. 10. Jennifer Davies. Got it with that 10. Okay, card of the day for you, my friend. Let's see what we have. Card of the day. Card of the day. Oh, Andrew message. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, message for Andrew. Everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback message. All right, message for Andrew. What would you like to talk to Andrew about today? You guys, if you think I do good on these little 5-card reads, you definitely want to book me for a private. I will knock your socks off. Just saying. Thank you, Dorella and True. Please share this live stream so other people can benefit too. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, Andrew. Wow, Andrew. What's happening here? Okay, you're starting off with the lady card coming up in reverse. This would be like my Empress in reverse, okay? That is being covered by the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse talks about the idea that there was a collaboration you thought you were going to be a part of, but the other person, for whatever reason, is not able to participate or not willing to participate in this collaboration after all, which leaves you holding the bag and trying to figure out, what do I need to do with this? Do I need to reschedule? Do I need to learn some extra skills and do this by myself? Do I need to find a new collaborator? What do I need to do with this? Okay, so you having this person that backed out of some kind of collaboration has you actually, with the lady in reverse, thinking the worst instead of imagining the best outcome here. So this says, I'm thinking that, well, I can't do this anymore, or this is just out the door, or whatever. And so because that's what you're afraid of, that's what you're focused on. And so that's not a cool space to be, because, if you want this collaboration to go forward, you have to be in a place where you're open and you're looking at possibilities and answers. So focusing on what we're afraid of instead of the possibilities and the answers brings in what we're afraid of. So we can't afford to be doing that. All right, so now rest of us are heads up around this situation. Eight of Cups, that's my walk away card. Queen of Pentacles, oh, that's interesting. And the Queen of Swords. Okay, let's look at this. We got to break this down, man. This is so cool. This is a very clear message, by the way. Eight of Cups is my walk away card. This literally says I am walking away from something that has left me feeling exhausted or depleted in search of something that is going to give me something in return for the energy I put into it. Okay, so walking away exhausted or depleted, looking for something better. Now, look at this. Queen of Pentacles in reverse says that I have been giving to this situation generously because I was in hopes that this situation, this collaboration would help somebody get their leg up. But now I see that they're just expecting me to do it all, and it's not helping them one lick. And so now with this card, we're cutting off that generosity no longer. So this is basically advising you, saying, you don't need this collaboration. Get out. Get out. Quit being generous to this person who is not coming to the table. Now, Queen of Swords tells me that this is definitely a business type of decision. My Queen of Swords is my businesswoman. Like she puts on that thinking cap and she's looking at everything from a business perspective. She's not letting emotions get involved in this. Okay. Now, my Queen of Swords also is somebody who has been around the block. She's seen some tragedy. She knows what's up. She's street smart. She can see BS walking before it even opens its mouth and starts talking. She's seen it. All right. So this is basically saying this is a good business decision. If you want to make a good, logical business decision about this thing where this collaboration is not happening very well, then what you need to do is you need to walk away from this thing and quit investing in some place where you're not going to get anything back for that investment, whether that's your time, energy, money, whatever. Hope that makes sense for you. Good night, Miss Cheryl. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see. We've got 9 people in the room. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 18. And whoever puts that number in the chat first will be the next person I read for. Number between 1 and 18. Seven is not it. 2 has 17. That's Froggy. Froggy. Okay, Kathy, card of the day. This is something that happened within the past 24 hours or will happen by this time tomorrow. You got it with the 17. Boop-a-da-doo-doo, boop-a-da-doo. Oh, I like it. Ooh, this plays in nicely with your long reading. You've got the Princess of Pentacles. This talks about good news about money or about material goods coming your way. It either has already or it will soon. All right, how many do we have in the room? 5. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 10. Number between 1 and 10. Whoever guesses that number first will be the next person I read for. Boop-a-da-doo-doo-boo. 8 is not it. 9 is not it. Number between 1 and 10. 7 is it. Dorella gets a card of the day. You're quite welcome, Ms. Froggy. Okay, Dorella, something that happened within the last 24 hours or will happen by this time tomorrow. Dorella. Oh, look at you. 4 of Wands. This is being at home, enjoying home, maybe even some kind of celebration at home, but definitely being at home. Spending time at home or with family. Maybe both. Huh. That's interesting. That could be too, like something like the kid can't go to school, so guess what? You're home. Usually it's a happier card than that, though. All right, let's see. How many in the room? We've got 4 in the room. I'm going to do a number between 1 and 8. Whoever picks that number next will be the next person I read for. A number between 1 and 8. You're quite welcome. Is there anybody in the room that I have not read for yet? 4 is not it. 6 is it. Dorella, you're getting one more card. Is there anybody in here that I have not read for yet? If so, now's the time to say so. Dorella, Dorella. Card of the day. Oh, look at this. Overcoming some kind of big shakeup. Tower card in reverse talks about the idea that there's been some kind of shakeup in the past, or at least it will be in the past by the time this card comes up. And this talks about overcoming that and coming out better than you were before the shakeup actually happened. So it's not just about surviving, it's about overcoming and thriving and just bouncing back higher. But do have to say, when that tower first comes up, it can be a little bit breathtaking. Whew. Right? So that's what we've got. All right, I don't see anybody saying I have not read for them yet, so I guess I'm going to take off. Everybody, thank you very much for keeping me company today. I appreciate you so much. If you want a private reading, check out my website and get a hold of me. And yeah, everyone have a great evening. Peace out. And thank you, Dorella, for your help tonight.